Hi and welcome back to the next video in the series, or the first video if this is your first time joining us. First couple of pictures are going to be football related, so my apologies to anyone not interested in football or not interested in the team Manchester United. First one is Angel Di Maria. Not going to linger on this one because quite frankly I do wonder whether I needed to keep this one on my blog or not. He used to play for United, the team that I support. Played for us for about a year, made it quite clear he didn't want to stay with United, and pretty much just buggered off at the end of the year without doing very much at all for the money he was paid. But I've kept it on here basically because it is still a former United player, and he's quite a well-known player in the world as well. Pretty sure the Paracal bit is fake, sorry, not fake, but sort of added on afterwards. But certainly the autograph is authentic. But that's about enough of him. The next one is Mike Phelan. Mike was a Manchester United footballer. He was also assistant manager under Alex Ferguson as well. Mike had already moved on to another team by the time I sent this request to him, but it was really cool because I got the request back from him. I just wrote directly to the club that he was managing or assistant managing at the time, included the photograph that you can see here and sent it off for him to sign, and got it back pretty swiftly within a week or two. So certainly these are more additions to my United autograph collection, which is fairly small at the moment, but hoping to build on over the coming years. Okay, the next autograph is Rosie Felner. Rosie's probably best known for films like the Bus 657, Little Deaths, and also The Trip, which is a film and also a TV series as well. This is really cool. I actually sent a request to Rosie. It says via private post. It was actually via her website. She's got a website, and there was a contact address on. The reason I put private post, if I'm honest, I don't remember why I put private post on there. But she sent this back, which was really cool. She wrote, "Dear Carl, thank you so much for your support. Best wishes, Rosie," and also put a link to her Facebook page details on there as well. But she's one of these people who's a sort of up-and-coming actress who you're probably going to see more and more of over the coming years. So it's really cool to get a picture signed by Rosie, and I'm pretty sure if you type her name into Google you can find her web address, and you can do the same sort of thing as well. The next autograph is from Sonya OHara. Mostly known for horror films. She did things like The Rambler and The Victorville Massacre. Not a particularly well-known actress at the moment. She's one of these actresses who is definitely up and coming, an American actress. I sent her a request via private mail address that I found. You can probably find it fairly easily, to be honest. If you look online, it's not that difficult to track down. Sent her a request for an autograph and got this one in the post from her. It's fairly simple, just with a small XOXO and her signature on it, but still nice. And it's always nice to get sort of up-and-coming actresses' autographs, because you never know when they're going to blow up and become the next Daisy Ridley or whoever. So it's nice to get the autographs early on in these actors and actresses' careers, because you never know quite where it's going to lead and the sort of how difficult it's going to be to get autographs from these people down the line. So that was quite cool. The next item is a purchased item. It's Samantha Fox. Sam Fox is a former Page 3 model. Page 3, for those who don't know, is something. It's a bit of an institution in the UK and in UK newspapers, certainly more so throughout the 80s and 90s, or 70s, 80s and 90s, where you'd have a topless woman on Page 3 of the newspaper, and Sam Fox was definitely the most popular of the Page 3 girls. I actually purchased this from her website, and I put the link on here. I'm hoping the sort of covered up nudity isn't offending anybody. Hopefully I've covered up enough to not offend anybody here. But I actually purchased this via her website. The autographs aren't particularly expensive, and I'll be honest, it was huge when it came. It was about an A5. No, that's quite small, isn't it? A3. Yeah, A5 is quite small. A3 sized poster that arrived in a cardboard tube. But really nice, with some nice personalization on it as well. If you really want to, you can see the full unedited version by clicking on the link on my blog. You can see the link there. Oops, excuse me, I hit the volume button. But you can see the link to it on my blog there, and you can go and access that if you want to see the original autograph. Okay, I'm just going to pause that there for a second. And the next autograph is from Emilia Clarke. I think there's very few people in the country or in the world who probably don't recognise Emilia. She plays Daenerys Targaryen from the Game of Thrones series. She's also recently been in things like Terminator Genesis. Not a particularly good film, but there we go. But she is an awesome actress, and this was a really cool autograph to get. I sent her through the mail request here. I didn't include my own picture because I know that pretty much by and large people who've sent their own autograph pictures to be signed have just had them sent back and have had this picture through. I know it may look like a preprint, but it's not. It is a pre-signed autograph. There's loads of these coming back from Emilia. It does take a little while, but there are loads of these coming back, but they are all slightly signed differently in different places on the picture, and the signature itself looks slightly different in all of them. So it's definitely a pre-signed, not a preprint. And as I've said in earlier videos, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, so this was really cool to get back from Emilia. And again, certainly because her stock is only going to grow and grow. She's becoming more and more famous, and there's going to become a point where it's going to be very difficult to get autographs from her because she's spending more time in America than she will the UK. So, you know, went straight for this one and got this fairly early on, and I'm really, really pleased with the autograph I got from her, and the fact it's a Game of Thrones picture as well. That's really cool. The next autograph is Paul Butterworth. Paul's not a particularly well-known actor. He was in things like The Full Monty and Frank, which is the film with Michael Fassbender. I sent a request to a private address on here, so I can't give you the details, unfortunately, but I did get a really nice response from Paul, signed picture, and also on the back of the picture, which I haven't included on the blog, but on the back of the picture he's also written a really nice personal message as well. To be honest, you can probably find the address I used to get in touch with Paul for a signed picture fairly easily if you want to. You can just look him up online, it's not that difficult to find. But again, he's one of these actors who's done lots and lots of things. You recognise his face, but he's just not, you know, sort of a huge actor at the moment. But it's great to get a signed picture from him all the same. And if I'm honest, it's also nice to get them when you just send people messages rather than have to pay for stamps and stuff. I know it's a bit cheeky, but you know, anytime you can save a bit of money by getting an autograph is obviously a bonus, isn't it? The next autograph is Andrea Byrne. Andrea's probably best known for Only Fools and Horses, but she was also in Doctor Who and a number of other TV series, Casualty, Holby, that kind of stuff. I sent a request to Andrea via her website, and the link to her website, you can actually see it at the bottom of the picture. So I haven't put it as a live link because the address is there. But again, went onto her website, sent her a direct contact message and asked for an autograph, and got this one back in the post from her, which is really cool. It's one of her agent's headshots. But really nice to get a picture from her again because of the Doctor Who connection. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, as I've mentioned previously, so it's really cool to get Doctor Who autographs back, regardless of sort of how big or small a part the person actually played in the film. It's just in the film or TV series, it's just really cool to get an autograph that's linked with it. So yeah, really nice one there from Andrea. Next autograph is Matt Fraser. Matt's probably, certainly over the last year or two, has become very, very recognisable across the globe, certainly outside of the UK where he's originally from. Matt was in the American Horror Story Freak Show series, and played one of the cast in the Freak Show series. He's also in the TV series Cast-Offs as well. This is really cool because American Horror Story is such a popular series, and it's not particularly easy to get autographs from the cast and of the series unless they turn up at conventions, like a couple have. And I've got some autographs from some who attended a convention later on. But this is certainly what started off my my collecting for American Horror Story cast. I sent it to a private address, so I can't share the details with you, I'm afraid. But again, Matt does have a website. If you go online and find that, I'm sure there was a contact link on there. It may be worth sending him a message to the contact link to see if you can get, to see if you get an autograph from Matt. He may do that for you. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I'm really pleased to start my American Horror Story collection with this picture. And last, but certainly no means least for this video, probably one of my absolute all-time favourite autographs that I've received. It's from somebody that probably nobody will have ever heard of, a lady by the name of Pauline Mellier. Pauline is the great-great-granddaughter of the legend of film, of original early cinema, Georges Méliès. For those who don't know Georges, he was a film creator who started working in France in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and basically the films that he made gave birth to special effects and sci-fi as we know it today. He created a film like Le Voyage de la Lune. You can see the drawing from that here. I discovered that Pauline, Georges' great-great-granddaughter, actually runs the Georges Méliès Museum in France. So I went to their website and sent her a direct message and got this lovely picture with this really, really nice letter back from it as well. It says, I'll read it to you. It says, "Dear Carl, thank you." Says, thanks for your love, your good energy, and your passion about a man that wanted to be all his life an artist, a beautiful soul, and a craftsman. Nothing more, nothing less. This passion, his creativity, and his beautiful point of view guide me every day, and I hope you'll find your light. Best regards, Pauline de la Mellier, his great-great-granddaughter. And I think this is absolutely incredible. It's one of those sort of rare autographs, I think, that means so much to somebody like myself who with a background of film and an interest in film history. So this was a really, really awesome autograph to get, and I was over the moon to receive it. I'm going to stop there because we've hit the 10 autograph mark. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you again soon for the next one. Cheers.